Hey, it's me, Gary Butterfield, playing the Darkest Dungeon at the Duckfeed Memorial Dungeon Estate. Ruin has come to the network. Yeah, so still in the money grind, still in the heirloom grind. We're gonna go do something for a cool trinket today. We're gonna go grab this thing. Light in the Night, 10% scouting, better surprises, all that stuff. Can go on anybody. It's not amazing, but I can imagine using it. Scouting is really important. Big payday for this, at least in terms of just like reward for it. I went on a long activate 5 fading power sources last time and realized I over provisioned, a mistake I shan't make again. Here's the crew. Jenny Plodna up front. Change their skills around a little bit to give them take off charge, obviously, to do Fear Eater, to cure the stress of other heroes, and then stow fear for their own stress. But other than that, mostly going to be melee damage. So pugilism, slash. Yeah, dancing partner with the snake charmer, which we've never brought out before. This guy can be spec'd for stress relief and support. So like giving characters extra turns, calming them down, etc. I spec'd him for damage and blight. We have a little bit of a synergy here because this axe here does more damage versus blighted. He's going to be blighting people with the Venomous Fangs. With the Feast here is just going to be a big damage to everything. Corpse clear. And then Rattling Trap activates his Riposte. The Riposte has a blight as well. And then you got the Fabric Strap here for extra speed and getting the Riposte off right away. And with extra damage. Pretty good. With the all-purpose Ancestor's Candle. Damage, speed, dodge. Really good. Audrey, probably her last level 2 thing, which means I did recruit another Vestal, which I have not named yet. I will soon. With the awesome Harrier and Blacksmith. Standard skill set. Going to be using the Ancestor Scroll. Chose this out of all the healing things because it helps with stress healing, which will be useful for like Prey. And then also obviously the Obsidian Astrolabe. And then Cannoneer because we haven't used one for a while, and because they're marked by the flock. I'm hoping that I fight the flock. Standard Cannoneer set of things for me, basically. Focusing to help with that accuracy, and then the all-purpose Crescendo box. Feeling pretty good about it. So I don't need 3 stacks of food, but I do think I need more than just 2. I think I need like that. 1 stack of shovels, not 2. Like, it is like a 2.5 stack kind of deal. And we won't take these minor shards. We're going to get a bunch of them. I made that mistake last time. And then definitely keys, holy water, and a couple each of these. I think this will be okay. Let me do a little bit more food. Just because running out of food is worse than running out of torches or running out of anything else. Let's try it. Shovels, food, torches, go. Yeah. So, I mentioned last time that I asked for topics. While this is loading, I'm going to pull up my my topic thread on Twitter. And that way, if I run out of things to talk about, I have 21 things to talk about here. Let's get into it. I mean, I'll talk about what's happening in the game mostly. But if I do run out of stuff... Good scout. Okay, this is a trickier layout than last time. We do have to go to the right, so let's start that way. A little too early. I can always do this on the way back. I'm actually going to do a thing that professional Darkest... Weirdly, that's Draftus Army. Professional Darkest Dungeon players do, which is save all the curios for the end and then go back through in the dark for the extra money. Because I am desperate for cash. Alright, I'll take them. Alright, let's see what this battle is and perhaps get into topics. Oh, it's Ghosts. It's the Dick Ghost. Alright, let's see what... So they're not very blight resistant. Let's get that Rattling Trap off first. Okay, got his little snake buddy. Okay, let's see. Doesn't riposte on the Howl from Beyond. I can actually clear a horror. It's actually kind of a bad horror, too, I might. Pretty good stun resistance. While I'm still learning the Snake Charmer, might not be a lot of topics talk. Good hit. Okay. Did not do the blight. He resisted the blight, but still good riposte. And then slash. Yeah. Good target. Riposte. Got the blight. It's an okay blight. Then you finish him off.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Don't want to mess around with lighting the torch. Let's go ahead and heal everyone's stress. That is cool looking. Clearing the horror, giving him a lot of stress, but that's okay. So we can start working on that. Also, I just wanted to see what the skill looked like. Alright, let's Venomous Fang. Do I need to clear these corpses? Yeah! Big blight. Alright, and you just, there's nothing really to do. Let's light the fuse for Torchlight. Kind of silly, but... Yeah. Oh, hey, I forgot the... Well, now the fuse is lit, so... These ghosts come back to us. So it is a good reason to clear the corpses with the, Snakeulon. There. Okay. So Jake Middleton says, what is the best cartoon, not anime, of all time? Thank you for specifying. The Simpsons. Right, like, pretty much hand down. Easy peasy. There's lots of cartoons I think are really impressive and awesome. Like, for example, my adoration. I should have just used the Vestal for the extra chance.
Carelessness will find no
my adoration for the Venture Brothers, right, is just incredibly deep. That's weird. Damage and versus bleeding. Yeah, just incredible, especially that last season. Last two seasons, really, were just so unreasonably good. I love it. I love how things change. But The Simpsons, like, I think I've said this before. I think that Simpsons seasons 3 through about 8 or 9, is the closest thing that our generation has to, like, the Beatles. I think that The Simpsons informs kind of humor and kind of, you know, just the culture. That's so weird. He has a random target aspect. That happened last time, remember? I did not click on that guy. I don't mind that he hit him, but he's got a random target thing. I don't know if it's a glitch or what. Okay. Good resist. So yeah, Simpsons, maybe Adventure Brothers. I love Adventure Time. I think Adventure Time is like a worse pull or worse resist. I think Adventure Time is extremely good.
Compassion is a rarity in the fever pitch of battle.
As far as best though, like, I don't know what else is. The stress is really getting up there. And you do have the extra damage. All right, boom. 51. Yeah. Thanks, Jake. Simpsons, my answer. The Micah says, what are the best arcade beat 'em ups? For me, you know, as the person whomst the question waseth asked, yeah, we need this more than this, and then we'll just like use this stuff. I don't. There's a restoration, which I'll take. For me, it's like X-Men arcade game is probably number one. Or no, D&D Shadows of Mystara is the actual number one. And then like X-Men arcade game, extremely good. I have tons of affection for the Spider-Man arcade game. It's a good game. Obviously love Ninja Turtles. You had to be really something else not to love than Ninja Turtles. But Shadows of Mistar is my favorite because it's the least like a arcade beat 'em up. The genre that I have a lot of affection for, but I do think is like maybe not super good. You know, if you can't reliably prevent damage to yourself, it is just this weird quartery war of attrition. And I think that's a bummer, honestly. The Holiday is so powerful. That random target thing, though. When he positioned, I didn't even notice it that time. It's not a trait that he has. It has to be an aspect of the class. That's so interesting. Wowie zowie. Yeah, so those are my favorites. There's one called like Eco Warriors or Eco Justice or something, where it's like you with a bunch of animals fighting poachers. That I think is pretty fun and funny. But not that fun to play. The Aliens and Predator. Not versus, mind you, but together. You know? Like the peanut butter versus jelly. Jelly versus peanut ore. I might do an early camp because I don't really need the... and you're just really gonna hammer on that guy, aren't you?
Confidence surges as the
I might move him back, actually, to do
impressive.
his stress skills. But if I do, the Vestal's not set up for position 2.
A powerful blow.
Cannoneer definitely isn't set up for position 2 either. Yeah, I don't know what to do. But
A momentary abatement.
that's beat 'em ups for you. It ends up actually being like one of my the
Remind
most fun
yourself that overconfidence is
arcade game you can
slow
do
and
with a
insidious
crew.
killer.
And one of the least fun ones to do by yourself. And like you might be saying, like, why would you ever like go play arcade games by yourself? Hey man, it's fun. Leave me alone.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in
So yeah,
blood.
thank you, Micah. See, the thing about not going back when it's dark is backtracking all this way. I'm gonna hit these two. 'Cause I kind of, or this one rather, because I kind of have a plan. This one's why my inventory's so full though. Fuck long dungeons, man. Let's see what they give me.
A handsome
Not
reward
even anything worth taking.
for a task well performed.
Your Succotash Wish says, what separates a Segway King from a Segway Knave? A Segway Knave thinks that a Segway is just bringing up another thing. You know, you just say like, hey, what if we talked about what I want to talk about now? A Segway King, though, has a smoothness to him. The way that he or she segues is like a kind of musical jazz. You know, like the notes, they just go like beep bop beep beep boop bop beep beep. And then sometimes the notes go whoop bop bop boop boop beep beep boop boop. You know, the notes are doing all kinds of cool stuff. I'm gonna give him the damage bonus so he can potentially not light the fuse sometimes. Hey, Dick Ghost. Alright. Snake Charmer seemed good so far. Like, pretty basic. But, you know, that Blight Repeist. Pretty good. I'd love to clear that horror. I'm actually going to do it, I think. Because his stress is too high. Yeah, see, this will kill him. I don't need to... Well, the Blight won't quite kill him.
Their formation is broken. Maintain
Gotta really get rid of that
offensive.
corpse. Let's stun you. So yeah. Doug asks, what are my favorite curses? Either magic or dirty words. Dealer's choice. I'll do both. Yeah, what's a good curse? Ugh.
Confusion.
Yeah, the curse from the movie Dunwich Horror is pretty good. There's magic curses. What is that move? Sneaky boy. That's a good curse. And then Like, generally, most witches' curses, I think, are good. You know me, I like witches. I like the hag variety. I think those are cool. I want my Snakeulon to clear all these corpses before they get to rise. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Snake! This is one big snake. It's a really minor reduction in blight resistance. Okay, he can bypass stealth with that. He dodged it, so it did not terrorize. Ugh!
Waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
We should do the early camp. There's really no reason not to. Avoid the resolve check on Snakeulys over here.
Be wary.
And then my favorite
Triumphant pride precipitates
verbal
a
curses,
dizzy
I guess, would be
fall.
the way one might say it. 15% healing received. She can't take it. All right, I can only get rid of one of those debuffs. That's weird. Probably the classic fuck. You know, not to be basic. I like saying it. Like doing it. Sorry. Gross. But I do. You know, I like everything it entails. You know, it's just nice. A nice word. Oh, somebody's a stress faster. Oh, it's a Snakeulon. No. Alright, so we're definitely preventing the ambush. I want to get his... What do we got? Oh, I forgot he can prevent the ambush for only 2. I should have done that. Mend Breach. Prelude. Thrididism. Pep Talk. Chant, Pray. Not a whole lot of options, actually. Reduces stress. I wonder if the Snake Charmer's religious. He should be. No? He's a snake handler. He's born a snake handler and he'll die a snake handler. Damn, Polish Cannon. What a... Calming Toxin gets a +%... Yeah, 50% stress healing received while camping. Okay. Pretty lame camp, gotta say. My fault, but still.
Clear. We
So,
require only
I
the
fuck.
strength to follow it.
Yeah. And then I have to get to another room so I can scroll down and see more of these. So let's get to a battle or something, or some kind of load screen. I don't have to go necessarily up here to the left, but I might, just because... Oh, let's find out if I have to go this way. Definitely no reason to go that way. So we're going to go grab this curio.
Packs
Hello.
laden with loot
Okay, so the golden
are
feather,
often low on supplies.
they do switch your quirks. I found out something about them, though. And I was looking about other stuff on the mod. So I promise I was not trying to, like, cheat and spoil the mod for myself. But the way you get those quirks that it's talking about is by using the feather on a fountain. So let's go look for a fountain. All this battle loads up, I'll grab another topic. Ghost balls. Yeah, these are the guys that have protection. I'll go ahead and grab the post. Proc Holiday says, how do you feel about the Dragon Quest franchise? Okay. If I'm being honest, like, used to like it a lot. I do have to go this way. They didn't tell me I had to. Glitches. Used to like it a lot when I was a kid. Does the Hollow Knight only hit the person whoever's closest? Or, like, whatever... Like, the position in front of where you think? Alright, that was worth a shot. Yeah. Oh, good target. Used to really like it when I was younger. Really still do like, you know, 4, 5, 6 to a little bit lesser of an extent. And I liked 8 when I played it. When it came out, I have a really hard time like imagining playing 8 now. And not like a, you know, I don't think it'd be horrendous. But just like a very basic JRPG with little to no character customization, little to no kind of like side quests, player choice, you know, kind of Western RPG flavor to it. Little to no tactical depth is a tough one for me. You know, I just do this because I don't want to reshuffle my party afterwards. He's gonna die anyway. Let's light the fuse for the torchlight. It's extremely min-maxing. Now let's do some Fear Eater. Get rid of some of Snake Charmer's stress, and get rid of some of his in the future. That's a mediocre trinkets going on here. So yeah, so I recognize like everybody loved 11. You know, everyone thought it was, you know, the bee's knees. And like, or was it 12? I think it was 11. Yeah, because 9 was, oh, another guy. One of them was the online one. Whichever one, the one that just came out. 11, I think. Everyone was like, this is great. I get that. I'm just going to actually DPS these guys rather than riposte because I can't let them blow up. I'm also not going to stress heal until these guys are dead at the very least. Oh, and I forgot these guys come back as well. So that corpse seed is going to be really useful if I can get it to work.
Obliterated.
But yeah, just a very basic JRPG has no appeal to me now. Plus 620% damage. I wonder if this will work. Oh, 76 damage. Okay. Cool. I love that stacks. It's so silly. Alright. Killer.
Foolish horrors.
Yeah. I just want to play a really basic JRPG. There's a Chris Kohler who's a guy I enjoy. Like, I've met him a few times. He's very nice. Writer who I generally like. Writes for Kotaku, a website I have problems with. Had this whole kind of bit about like, hey, what happened to old JRPGs where it was just fight, item, and magic, and like, whoops, to make it dark.
Darkness closes in.
Should get a lot more money for this. I didn't. Like, what happened to those? And like, my dude, they suck. Like, I you know, I don't know. Maybe don't suck. That's a big statement. Like, I played the hell out of Dragon Quest 1 when I was a kid. I liked it a lot. Yeah, I played those later games. I played Paladin's Quest. I played like a bunch of real basic JRPGs. And I just like, I don't want to just kind of tap my way through battles. I know I've said that before on the show. Nothing new. But you gotta give me some tactics. Gotta have some tactics. Tactics are non-optional in this kind of thing. Because, like, you know, playing a game. I like that portrait, but I don't think I can take it if I want to keep. I don't care about Mithriticism. Yeah, I'm playing a video game. Do I have any more debuff things? No. But I can use this to get all my torchlight back in one. Cool little hidden interaction. Not hidden, but you know what I mean.
Spirits are lifted.
So yeah, so Dragon Quest is interesting to... I gave up on my backtracking plan. I'm never going to do that. It's what pros do, but like I can't. I get too bored. Yeah, just too basic for me. You know, the iconography of them is all very pleasant to me, and that's why I love Rocket Slime so fucking much. Like, my love for those games is extremely genuine. This bypasses stealth, but it doesn't hit everybody. This will hit everybody, but it doesn't do... What is okay damage? It's actually... Yes. Like, I love Rocket Slime because it is actually fun. And I know fun's subjective, but like, you know, you might know what I mean by that. Like, it is actually engaging in a moment-to-moment level in a way that I don't find the basic entries in that series. Yeah, he hits the person he doesn't hit the right person. gotta look that up and see if that's a known thing. So yeah, and the music, like the monsters, I love the slime. Show me a slime. Give me a slime in like a stuffed animal form. A store at a convention. Man, hook me up. Even though I'm not, you know, Captain Dragon Ball or whatever. That's the main character of Dragon Ball Z, right? Captain Dragon Ball. I had no idea he was gonna hit with that. This guy's got a lot of protection now, and no good reason, a good way to like. I mean, I can stun him there. They need to get through to the bone chopper before he gets another attack. Oof! No! No! Double crits? Are you kidding me? Let's get this guy.
Annihilated.
But yeah. Or I was gonna say, even the art, even though I'm not a big Dragon Ball guy, I still came to, like, I can appreciate it in Dragon Quest. And those monster designs are good. You know, nothing wrong with that. I just don't want to play a very slow JRPG for basically any reason. And if I wanted to, I would play the one from Retro Game Challenge. You know, because it's better. It's short. It's interesting. It's pretty charming. So that's what I think about Dragon Quest. I'm not saying we'll never do one for the show. I've been like not in the mood for that for the last year and a half or so, like less so than I have been historically even. And I have to respect my instincts in that regard. I can't take any of the stuff with me, really. I'd love to, but what are you? Scarlet Reliquary. So it contains jewels. I don't want those jewels yet. We'll come back this way at the very least. I mean it. If we can, if we're not like dying. Pocket's walking up and saying hi. Threndsa asks, 90 sitcoms. Not super into 90s sitcoms. I like Seinfeld. I like news radio. Might be about it, which I know is like extremely limiting, but look, it's honest. Yeah, he just hits the person in the front. Is that what that skill does? Random target melee. Okay. I'm an idiot. I just didn't read that very well. Whoopsie doodle. Whoopsie doodle on Audrey Lynn as well. Do you still have your buff? No. First turn in the squad is not doing super great. Good target though. Yes. But generally, like if I watch like on everybody, like I hate Everybody Loves Raymond. It's not just a joke. That kind of thing is a huge bummer to me. It feels like there are no jokes in it. You know? Like not as, oh that's interesting. He heals you in exchange for horror. Very nasty horror as well. Good target. You get yourself killed, brother. So it's one of my least favorite formats. I would say pretty easily. The 90s sitcom. But it's not even 90s, it's just sitcoms. Like other than kind of later ones like The Office, Parks and Rec, the subversive sitcoms I like. I feel like they have jokes. You know, need jokes. I'm trying to like watch MASH. You know, I know that it has its fans. I know Cole's a big fan. I just don't feel like it has jokes in it. Not trying to be like snarky. It just feels to me like they're just nobody is making a funny thing happen with their words. It's like that gentle humor, you know, and that's a tough thing on me. Like I don't know if it's just my
Well struck.
my millennial attention span, my Gen X, Gen Z, Gen Y, whatever Gen I am, attention span, but like
so too will resistance.
need something that hits a little bit faster and harder, a little bit more surreal. I'll take that. So that is how I feel about 90s sitcoms. But bonus answer, that's how I feel about sitcoms in general. Holland Hume asks, I would like this. How close are we being done? I can get rid of this. What do I think about ZZT? I don't know ZZT. I understand that it was big for a certain subset of folks. I think it was a Mac game. I don't know very much about it. My main exposure to ZZT was it serving as the inspiration for the hub world of Frog Fractions 2, which I had a medium amount of fun with. Like, not to damn it with faint praise, like Friends with Jim. I think that game has a bunch of like brilliant moments. I think it's very funny when it's funny. I just didn't know what I was getting, and getting these kind of like, you know, these like how to fit your sword through certain apertures puzzles was not what I was expecting, and that expectation kind of damaged my experience a little bit. I would like to play it again. You know, sincerely, like I think that why did my torchlight go down when I got hit by a knife? Oh, because he's dousing. That makes sense. 8 torchlight every time he hits me. That's nasty. Go ahead and just do a group heal. Good crit. Yeah, so no real strong opinion on ZZT. I know Ananthropy wrote a boss fights book about it that is well regarded. And I know the people who love it, like, really love it. Huge influence, like Velvet Underground games, like, not everybody played it, but everybody did. If I had taken those black shards, I would have had quite a bit of money by now. I could almost get rid of the shovels, but a little too risky. So yeah, no strong opinion. Stuart says 0451 games. Ooh, Dread Skullets. I like to think clearly pro. I want to get rid of this guy. This guy sucks. You know, depending on what day you ask me, it's my favorite. 4/2 is a really good light on that bad boy. And you get the Skullet before I start summoning Skullets. Ah, yes. Executed. And depending on what day you ask me, it's my favorite genre. This genre that I'm playing right now is also a real favorite, especially lately, like tactics. This kind of strategy game, not like a grand strategy game, not like Civilization, even though I do like those. But this kind of thing, XCOM, sort of Shadowrun Dragonfall, things like that have really done it for me recently, in a big bad way. But 0451 games, I don't think I've ever played one I didn't like. I played ones I liked less, right? So like, I like System Shock 2. I don't love System Shock 2.
Expedition at least promises success.
Like the wham moment in it. So that's the quest location? Okay. Is incredible, obviously, and the play is really good, but the end gets kind of dumb. Dick Ghost, in terms of play, right? Like the end, you know, all the stuff with the many. Listen to that. Now that I know that that's random, I feel like an idiot for not realizing it before, but these guys can't really be stunned. Yeah, the end of that game let me down a little bit. It's alright. You know, not the very end, but even just like the last like 20% or so I think is pretty rough. When they work, they're my favorite. Like Deus Ex, one of my all-time favorite games. The Dishonored games, just absolutely adore them. You know, new Deus Ex games, absolutely adore them. You know, they're just very good to me. I like solving puzzles, or not even puzzles. I like solving like solutions, tasks, that kind of thing. Having a lot of different options for like solving a problem, getting past something. And I think that genre is just really good at that. You know, that's the thing they're famous for. Like, hey, random targets, okay? That was the target I wanted. That does bleed as well. Oh no! You didn't give me a chance to clear the corpse. But yeah, I like being able to take multiple approaches to solving a certain task. I like expressive play a lot. I like customizing my character a lot. These are all things that are kind of hallmarks of that genre in a way that I think speak well of it. So we're almost done with this video. That's going to be it for topics. I want to save some for the future as well. Thank you for suggesting topics. I'll retweet this whenever I am low on topics and just refer to this thread whenever I need it. Yeah. Go ahead and just Pocket is licking the printer again. Hey Pocket, why do you lick the printer, friend? The printer is not your friend, Pocket. If I have one more hunger tile, I can still do this in camp. Seems worth it. So you're giving me a secret room. I don't give a shit. Cool. Did it.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Okay, let's grab this curio, go back to that treasure. Oh, hey. Hello. Yeah. But if I had to rank the modded classes I've played with so far, where I'd put them all. I really like the Arcanist. I don't have anything for this. Let's go ahead and back up. Take a little stress. No stress. No stress. All right. Really love the Arcanist. That's a really good class. Who else? I like the Falconer a lot. Just like an alternative backline utility character. Really cool. Enigma's growing on me. Hollow Knight is cool, but seems kind of basic. I would say the same thing actually for the Snake Charmer. Like, cool in general. What is this going to do? Alright, didn't find a fountain. Oh, it's these things. Oh, and a gems. I'll take a gem. And I think... Oh, can I do this? I thought I could do that. Alright, let's get rid of shovels. And we want to take these back if it's all the same. Which it's not if I want to keep exploring, but I can go ahead and go home after this. So. This is just for the feast stress relief.
A chance to steel oneself.
I don't want him to prevent the ambush because I don't want the stress. I want you to prevent the ambush. I want you to encourage you. I want you to chant you, and I want you to pray. Alright, that's about all I can do. So, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Enough for one more hunger tile. I'd be in the dark. Do I have any... The only thing is I can go up to this fight up here. It'd be that dark. No, I want to go home. I want to look at the other... I got my shoulder candle. I want to look at the other modded classes real quick so I can finish that thought about... this is an okay payday. Good heirloom payday. Audrey up to level 3, which is problematic. And you're a fast healer. That doesn't matter. Okay. I remind myself what the other custom classes are.
Irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Let's go through them real quick. Fury is fine. Really interesting concept. Kind of has a little bit limited of a build, I think. And lacks DPS in normal mode. Seer, really interesting. Still need to do a few more battles to get them. Same thing with the Librarian. Love the Wretch. I think the Wretch is really cool. Love the Ice Knight. Still have to do a few more battles to get the Harbinger, but I think it's really cool. Monk, need to do some more battles, but seems a little bit underwhelming to me. Air is awesome. This is a great, really well-designed class. This should be put in the main game. Solaire is really fun. Maybe mildly OP, but really good. Enigma is confusing. I do like the Enigma. enigmatic. The Ghostbuster here, possibly a little bit overpowered. I like the concept of the Ghostbuster though, other than the meminess of it. I already mentioned the Falconer is good. I think that's it for all the modded classes. Oh, Cannoneer is interesting. I try to, you'll probably notice how I like do my trinkets as I spec for damage, because my tactic is to get the battle done with as soon as possible. They're kind of a pain for that with having to light the fuse. So that's just my thoughts so far, though they'll change as the Let's Play continues. Thank you for joining me on this. We ended up with about as much money as I had before I prepared those characters, but those upgrades stayed. You know, they'll be ready to go back out again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, MVP? Give me a snake. That riposte is really strong. Give me Longstaff Mantis. So, all right, take care, everybody. Bye.